Hello, hello, hello.
Hi.
Welcome back, everybody, to yet
We're back.
another session of The Adventurer's Guide to the Multiverse. This is kind of, sort of, episode 4. It's the only episode 4 you'll know. Maybe.
Which means it's the only episode 4.
Yeah. I actually hit the right button this week. I'm really proud of myself.
As well you should be.
Hey, streaming, recording, this production is a really hard job, and things happen. Things happen all the time.
I will say though, chat out there who will soon be watching this episode, that lost episode did not go to waste. The things happened. It's good.
No, I made a cartoon animation of it. Just the voices.
Yeah, but it's still just my voice.
It's just Trevor though.
Everyone else is like a silent film. The text comes up in a black screen.
I'm waiting for you to do the version where you voice all the characters too. That's what I want.
I don't know if I could do that.
Yeah. I know you can. The question is, do you really want to? Especially when you got to get to Orkira. I mean, I can give you some warm-up tips.
See, I feel like my voice is already too deep. Like I would take it. I would go too deep. I wouldn't.
I don't know. Give me your Orkira.
No, I can't even do it.
There's a Muppet in the house.
No, how would I do Orkira?
There's a little Muppet.
No, I'm like thinking of the voice, and I'm like, I can't hit that.
You don't have a vocal fry / growl in your repertoire?
No, it just gets goofy. I basically want to go into meat rod, if I'm being honest.
That's a good meat wad.
Yeah. We need a Meatwad NPC now.
Trevor has to voice it.
No, I did some weird voice for when we were doing the Star Wars game, and I can't remember what it was now. That it like I did the voice, and every one of my players went, "What is happening right now?"
You've done that for us before. Where you had a character that had the weirdest voice, and you're like, "Oh, all right, I'm not doing this anymore." And I'm like, "No, go on." I love it.
I mean, it's like Wit. Like I said, the first thing, Wit has a Scottish accent. I will not be butchering that for 6 episodes.
I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like DMs don't have to do voices and stuff. Although as soon as you do a voice, especially the sillier the voices, the more likely your players are to gravitate towards that NPC and want to be around that NPC all the time. It's just, there's a law out there for it. I don't know what it is.
I'm pretty sure that's why Garlock is a full-fledged character now.
You know, the NPC I someday want to meet is the Muppet Beaker. Like, I feel like that could be a hilarious. Me.
You find out he's been speaking like Abyssal the whole time.
Whoa.
Well, no, it needs to be some sort of like specialized, like only from one plane, like not Meeper language, but something that is specific to his people, and he is the only one of that plane, even among the Muppets. And then when he's to the Forgotten Realms or whatever, like he's even more out of place. You see?
Oh, jeez.
Trevor, we have a request from chat for you to do your best Wookiee.
Oh god. Okay, I can't do the rolling roar, but whenever I have to do a Wookiee, I go.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm pretty good.
So there's your Wookiee.
There's your Wookiee.
That's better. It's a better Wookiee than I can do.
That's my next show. There's your Wookiee.
I don't know what kind of show that's going to be, but I'm here for it. I'd like to back it on Kickstarter. I'm here for it. What level do I have to back this Kickstarter to make it happen? There's your Wookiee.
One of the stretch goals is an all Wookiee episode.
Oh my goodness.
We only talk.
Yeah, in
Wookiee.
Yeah.
But there's still subtitles, and the subtitles are in English. It's very confusing how it happens, but it's the magic of D&D.
It's actually the lost episode.
Oh
my god!
Probably how you'd have to do it is like record it and get the subtitles, and then like while watching yourself, like do the Wookiee noises.
That sounds entertaining.
It could be. Who knows? There's weirder stuff on the internet. That's for sure.
Okay, So speaking of weird stuff on the internet, the topic that we were just talking about right before we went live was edible miniatures for your D&D game. Like not like edibles like, marijuana edibles, but just like a gummy. A gummy that's a miniature for your game. So first of all, chat, somebody throw up a poll, maybe like Rumpus and Peridot throw up a poll. Like, would you buy this and use this at your table? And then I want to discuss a little bit further, like, so this is a real product on Kickstarter that Lauren backed.
Okay. The slight alteration. They're not gummy minis. They are gummy bears. They're miniature gummy bears, but they came in a whole bunch of wild flavors, including some really spicy ones, or they're going to when they arrive. And I'd found out about them because they were sponsoring a D&D game.
Oh, okay. So they aren't actually meant to be on the table.
Yeah.
No. However, first off, I am 100% here for gummy mini because back in the days of Caves and Fire when I was playing and I was poor, in 4th edition, where you needed to have a map because 4th edition is all about movement. You can't do theater of the mind in 4th edition. But none of us had really any minis or anything. And as a DM, I didn't have a stock of minis or money, but I had enough money for candy. So I'd buy gummy bears and M&Ms and Twizzlers. And basically it was an excuse to buy about $5 worth of candy, and the candy would be put out on the board. And the rule was if it was a monster and you defeated it, you got to eat it.
Brilliant.
I love that.
So now I want to do that with your idea of gummy miniature player characters.
Like I feel like Hasbro's really missing out on an opportunity here. Like, I'm pretty sure that they owned the creepy crawler thing. Like you get one of those, you make it look like a dwarven forge, right? And you got this little like tray thing, and it's like, okay, I'm gonna do like an army of goblins. You put it there, and you squeeze the sugar into it. You put it in there, and then you got an army of goblins. I feel like that's a thing that should happen.
Oh my god. Gumjins and Dragons. I figured it out.
Dang it.
I'm creating a Kickstarter. I'm gonna make some 3D models.
Back that Kickstarter right now.
Some gummies.
That's more delicious than like my, for D&D days back in 3.5e were aquarium rocks. Because you can like buy a bunch of them and they're different colors.
Yeah.
So you just have to not have more PCs and then types of NPCs than you have colors.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. All right. I could see that.
Because they're they're nice to hold, and they're about the right sort of size for a square.
Yeah. We also had they're not glass marbles, but they're those kind of flat. They're supposed to sit flat on something. I don't even know what they're for. They're for some kind of game, but we had a whole bunch of
ones.
I don't know.
I just remember them being in like every vase holding fake flowers in the 90s.
Yes, pretty much that. Except they came,
Yeah, similar. Or maybe aquarium rocks are wrong. Maybe they weren't for aquariums. Maybe they're for vases. You don't know.
Why not both? Why not both? I like the idea of running a meat grinder dungeon so that the DM is the one that gets to eat the PC minis. Like,
oh my goodness.
So that way it could go both ways, so that when they defeat the monster, they can eat the monster gummy mini, and then when
but as
I
a player,
defeat the PCs,
But as a player, I get to secretly pick the flavor of my gummy, and I won't tell you until you eat it.
Oh,
fair. Also, if we're gonna go into wonky, weird stuff, we have to agree on that ahead of time.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
None, and I'm not doing any of that bad, like, oh, you accidentally got dish soap instead of coconut. No,
it's a Tide Pod.
It's a Tide Pod. It's the wrong type.
How did
of
I not know this was a Tide Pod?
But I will accept spicy gummies, because that's, as you can tell, spicy gummies. But yeah, I do kind of like that idea of you don't know what flavor it is until you're like, well, I won. Okay.
It's mustard.
It's capsaicin. Mustard.
I do like that you got the poll going. And I like that. Would you play with edible minis?
I mean, how do you
Wow,
not vote nom nom nom?
Right?
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, I guess om nom nom to me means like yes, but you will like end up eating a lot of the pieces along the way.
I mean, yeah. Again, this is why I go for the creepy crawly one. Then I can eat all the ones I want before the game.
Yeah.
You know, and test out all the flavors. Get that
Yeah.
sugar rush going.
I still love the idea of like the DM just killing off his player, and the guy's just like, "Oh, he died. I'm sad." And he's like, "Yeah, rocks."
Just nibble off the head.
It's the corollary
rips it
to
off.
ripping off the character sheet, right?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not hand me your character sheet, it's hand me your mini. Come on.
I'm just gonna start doing that with like actual minis. I don't care. Plastic. Just...
Please don't eat plastic.
Yeah, the
closest I have seen to that is when I was running 4th edition for the group. I had a player, he was having a bad rolling night, and there was like this big important thing, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna do it. Rolls the die, immediately throws it into his mouth. Just
what?
Like, he didn't swallow it, but he just took it, threw it in his mouth, went, nope. That was the most ridiculous response I've ever seen to someone rolling a 1 I've ever seen.
I'll tell you this, the way to not do that is to only have metal or stone dice that are friggin' heavy. Yeah. I'd break a tooth if I put this in my mouth.
Yeah, my metal ones will chip something.
None of us were cool enough to have metal dice at the time.
I mean, you were cool enough. It's just there probably wasn't any to be had, because like
time.
Yeah, bespoke dice like that is a relatively new invention. I mean, not that my Kickstarter would say that, because my Kickstarter says I backed a lot of dice that are. Sorry, I just look at that.
Nom 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 one with 95%.
Oh my!
I mean,
goodness.
that doesn't surprise me. Because nom nom nom.
There was one no, and you know what? I respect you for your honesty.
Yeah.
Do it. I mean, not everybody is into gummy bears.
Yeah.
Now, in order to go to a D&D game, you have to have your food handler's card.
Everyone come and tell me, all right, what are your allergies? Are these peanut safe gummies? You know, I will have no lactose. I'm lactose intolerant, so I can't have milk gummies.
Milk gummies.
It came out of my mouth.
Vegans actually are a thing with gelatin. So and kosher. It is almost impossible to get kosher gummy stuff because
interesting.
of the way that it's made. But it's not impossible, thanks to the miracles of modern science. But it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
It does exist.
It is one of those surprising things that every once in a while, either a vegan or one of my fellow Jews, and it's like, you do know that's not kosher, right? What?
Yeah.
What did you think you were eating? Look at the back of the package. Like, oh, I knew it was preservatives, but I didn't know it was that.
Secret sacrilege.
Secret sacrilege is my new band name.
That's all right. It's a minor thing. You'll be forgiven. It's fine.
I feel like this conversation, the next time I DM like a one shot for kids or something, I'm just gonna go to the candy shop and I'm gonna plan all my encounters based upon like what gummy creatures they have there. Because like I love me a gummy shark. I love those gummy spiders.
There's so many different gummies now. It's great.
Yeah.
And then you get that plastic bear that's like this big, that's just filled with like the giant gummy, like the 5-pound gummy bear, and that's your BBEG.
That's the BB. Yes.
But if they're sugar free, don't eat too many of them.
Oh no!
Do you all know this?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, please explain.
Oh, is that the Amazon thing? Basically one of the items that has hilarious reviews on Amazon is like 20 pounds
that's because it's legit. Like that actually happens. Sugar-free gummy candy is a laxative. So if you eat a lot of it, then that's a lot of laxative, which is what led to some of the reviews on Amazon. And it was a whole thing. But like, even if you like go to the sugar-free section at the grocery store and get gummy worms, like don't eat too many of those all in a row. So
The ones we're all thinking of just happen to be the really, really delicious sugar-free ones that you kind of want to eat a lot of, but you have to stop yourself or else things are going to get bad. So, so yeah, or good. I mean,
Well,
maybe it's the kind of thing and where you need some gummy bears. I don't know.
Today
I don't
I
know your
learned.
life.
It's just one of those days.
Some
I need to
days
have
is
an
a sugary
edible-
gummy day. Other days is a sugar-free gummy day.
Oh boy.
You put a sugar-free gummy bear package down on the table. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh
I mean, they
no.
do
I'll
make
just leave
fiber
you alone.
gummies now, so you could like go that route as well.
I did have a friend who bought one of those like 5-pound giant gummy bears.
Oh God.
On a lark as a joke kind of thing, and then tried to eat some of it, and it's not fun. Like, you think it would be fun holding onto this giant gummy thing, and you're just trying to take bites out of it like you're Godzilla, and it's gummy, so it just kind of jiggles in weird ways.
It doesn't look right when there's that much of it. Like St. James, our friend Alex, one year for my birthday, got me the giant gummy worm. It was 4
Oh
feet.
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Oh damn.
My favorite thing about this though is that he got me that and the Hobbit in Latin. And he goes, so yeah, I ordered the worm on Amazon because I saw it and thought of you and started laughing at your expression when I gave it to you. But then it got here and I'm like, well, I can't just give him that. So then I went to Barnes & Noble.
Just give him that.
You needed a gummy worm. Oh, go ahead.
Soaked a regular gummy. They,
No.
like, get bigger.
What?
And they taste absolutely disgusting. So if you take like a typical
imagine.
little like gummy bear and you soak it for sort of like 4 or 5 days, it'll swell up to being like this big. So it's a big change. It's not a huge gummy when it's done, and it's sort of like it doesn't have good structural integrity. But if you take it out and then eat it, what you discover is that all the flavoring has been replaced by water. So the flavor's in the water, and it's like now watery plain gelatin, which is not an enjoyable
I'm going to have nightmares about this.
eating
Rhiannon.
experience.
Yeah. Does sound
This is
like a
how people
punishment.
came up with gelatinous cubes. This right here, this kind of discussion. That's how gelatinous cubes are made.
They should just make a gummy gelatinous
How
cube.
did they not make one
Ooh,
of those for the movie?
yeah.
They made a gelatinous cube everything else. Like, why
Right?
didn't they? Oh man, they're
Like,
really
make a
dropping
gummy
the
with
ball in
those,
this
like,
candy market.
Those like
Mhm.
pixie stick little bones, or not pixie stick, the
Yeah,
dipstick.
Oh yeah,
bones.
Oh.
The dipstick, make the bones
and
out of that.
They
All
may
right,
just
my
make
next
them hard
Kickstarter.
candy too,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
at Halloween. So
Yeah.
it's sort of like sweet tarts type.
Was there any tie-in candy to the D&D movie
don't-
besides that
I
big
was
giant
literally about
bucket
to
with the
Google it.
with the popcorn? Like, besides that, was there any like, hey, buy these nerds? Because I mean,
They did that once.
They did
Dungeons
that
and Dragons
once.
candy. Let's see what we got.
I still
See who we got.
I mean, I would love
Uh,
to see a gummy beholder, like just nomming on all those eye stalks. Just seems delightful.
Yeah.
does.
Seems delightful. No, but it did bring up a set of dice that for a second I thought were gummies, but they're just very brightly colored.
I
Oh,
mean,
speaking of dice! Exclamation mark to
Hey.
get into the chat
Yeah.
for those who
Yeah.
are late.
Ah,
Here's some
Meant to
chance
do
to
that
win.
the whole time.
Set of dice from Phoenix
since I'm
Dice.
ahead of
You
the
know the drill.
stream, I'm going to do it first.
I mean, I'd feel bad entering for a chance to win Phoenix Dice, but
Ah.
part of me every time is like, should I
can't
enter?
stop me.
Should I enter?
Just
Like,
do it.
Here's what I hate. Because it's St. James, there is an absolute non-zero chance he wins tonight. Like, this man has the most ridiculous luck with things that infuriates me to no end.
see, now I also
Uh,
hope that St. James wins tonight.
Me
I'd
too,
like to
'cause I-
back your call.
Because I think, it'll be funny. And that's what matters.
We have
Well,
had
and-
2 viewers that I think have won like 6 times each.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, Jesus.
I have
That'll
a
do it.
set of dice that are the Johnny Stanton dice from Die Hard Dice that I won because I showed up to one of Johnny's streams, and I happened to get there in like the last 30 minutes. It was right towards the end, and there were a bunch of people in the chat, but not like a ton. And so we're chatting away, and the moderator was very nice and gifted me a sub. which, okay, awesome, wonderful. Well, then Johnny was pulling names for winners for these dice. And the only qualification was that you had to be a subscriber. But he was pulling from the entire list of subscribers. It wasn't just like the subscribers in the chat or anything. But lo and behold, when he does it, he pulled my name. I'm like, okay, first off, cool. Second off, your mod actually paid for the the sub. So I feel like your mod should get this. And the moderator was like, I already have 3 sets. You're going to take it. Like, all right, take it. So I now have a very nice set of they're yellow, and they're like a gold and a blue set with Johnny's logo on the D20 or on the D6.
I mean, that's just one of those situations where you sing thank you and then like dance your way out of the room.
Goodbye.
I've been here for 30 minutes and I won. Goodbye.
So I decided to go to Amazon and type in D&D candy.
Okay.
So I did.
right,
There is a D&D candy. It is not affiliated with the movie. But it's a tin, and the top part of it is half of a D20, and it's got the ampersand right there, which is cool. But the really neat thing is the candies inside are little hard sour candies shaped like potion bottles.
Ooh.
And that makes me kind of want to buy this because
you need to share this link with us in some place.
You know what? Yeah,
I know it's gonna be one of those awful, ugly Amazon links, but
it is gonna be I'm gonna see if I can put it in the chat. Let's see if I can put it in chat. I can. There it is. That is a hideous
Clicking
link.
it. Oh god.
Oh wow.
Well, some of that you could trim down, but yeah.
Oh, that's cool. You
but
can't
the
eat
thing-
the outside, right?
No. But the
Or
other
can
thing
you?
that I found scrolling down through here. Oh no, it went away.
Cherry?
Oh, there it is.
+1 cherry potion candy. Is cherry sour cherry?
So then I found though building sticks DIY sour gummies. And they're just gummies that are shaped in a way that you can stack them. It's not even like they're Legos. They're just like, nah, these are just some weird shapes. Like these look like the end pieces that got cut off of candies.
Okay. Also, just to be clear, because I don't know about all of you, but I was for a moment fooled by this. The +1 potion sour candy collectible tin, blah blah blah.
Mhm.
It's not a full 3D.
No,
D20.
that's why I said it's half of a D20.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
what?
missed that. Yes, scroll
Come
down a
on.
little bit to the customer reviews, which
They
are
really
all
get you
pretty
there.
good, but you'll see someone holding it up sideways,
Oh.
and it's like an Altoids tin. It is not an actual, because I was about to order. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll get one of these things, and then roll this ridiculous D20. Nope. So yeah, sorry.
Those images are really misleading.
Honestly, if you didn't know, like,
Actually,
Yeah.
that's a fun little tin. That seems like a tin that you could use for like other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have tins for like, my ibuprofen and
Yeah.
my pins and things. So
that's a good point.
You
That's
could
a fair
put
point.
you could put felt on the bottom and put dice in it, and it'd be like a pretty cool dice case.
It's my dice case.
All right, I need to get off of Amazon because that is always
My
like,
constant
I
state
appreciate
of being.
I appreciate the link, but yeah. Well, I will let you all know when my spicy gummies finally come on in, because
Oh yeah.
if
We
this
can-
show
we
is still
can-
going on, I will eat them on air.
We do a live viewing of how they are.
I really like the episode where we all ate cookies, and I'm just waiting for like another episode where we all share the same treat.
Trevor,
Yeah.
Trevor,
Make it happen.
What?
we have a request.
Okay, what?
We have a snack request,
Oh
please.
no.
Please
Oh.
make snacks happen at some point in the future so that
Yep.
we all have an excuse to bring snacks.
I will see what I can do.
Oh.
well, we
Yeah.
we gotta do it at the end of like episode 5 for episode 6, probably at this point.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
you have something
Mm.
in mind for episode 5 that you like let us in on out of
Oh, yeah.
character beforehand. So
Ooh, one of the viewers,
we-
Cassius335, suggested gummy Legos. That would be very
I
interesting.
think those
art.
exist.
Oh,
I'm
really?
fairly
they're
certain those
they're
exist.
not gummy, they're candy, and you can't stack
That's
them.
Oh, they're the
hard
hard
candy
candies,
ones.
right?
Those I've
Right.
seen and
Yeah.
they're
Mhm.
delicious, but I'm intrigued by the idea of gummy Legos, if only because that would be like a prank, right? Like giving someone gummy Lego bricks and watching as they tried to actually build anything would be impossible and amazing.
I mean, to be fair, that would solve the real waste problem that Lego's got. Like, it's just like, oh, you're done with that Lego set? Nom it down.
I mean, the only problem with the hard candy ones is that they only come in the 6-point bricks. They need to come in like all sorts of shapes and sizes.
I remember being 12 and being upset about that. I'm like, no, I need a corner piece. I need some 2 sides.
Yeah.
Just make sure those gummy Lego sets are not sugar free, or else you'll have a problem with your children afterward.
Oh, no.
Or make sure they're sugar free, but now you only get to eat 2 walls instead of 5. That's all.
We got a wrap for the app.
Right on.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that went fast.
All right. Well, thank you for being here for the Hangout. We'll be back in a few minutes with the pre-recorded episode of the very first time anybody has ever even mentioned episode 4.
Yep. Nope.
Never heard of it ever.
First time ever.
Nope.
Not a lost episode that's been gone for ages.
It was completely new to all of us.
Yep. 100%. Big time.
All right. See you then. Bye.